Hey guys, I am finally back to doing YouTube after so long of just a whole bunch of nothing besides like these one-off videos. But yeah, I'm gonna try taking this channel a bit more seriously, at least for the next couple months because I just kind of miss doing YouTube, making YouTube videos. So this whole video, this is my first video of the year. So I decided, hey, let's talk about some stuff that's happened in the Roblox community over the year. So I originally wanted to do this video ever since late January because of one specific situation that I was involved in. So I just want to clear the room with that and like do some apologizing. I'll explain. You'll know it when you get to the segment of it in the video. But yeah, I originally wanted to make it all the way since early January, or not early January, late January, and I just gotten lazy. I just gotten really lazy. I just kept pushing it back. I just kept getting distracted from like college, from Roblox. What else? No, it's I guess I suppose that's kind of it. Also vacation. That was the main reason why it was delayed another month. I was originally gonna get this out as in June, but I was I was on vacation, and yeah, I'll make a new video, a separate video explaining that vacation because it was kind of interesting. But yeah, I just want this video is just gonna be used to talk about a bunch of stuff that happened over this year, from January to I guess July. It mainly focuses on the first few months, but there's some new information that just got revealed like a few weeks ago. So I guess it's up to July. But yeah, after this, yeah, this intro is unscripted. I'm just spitballing. So the outro will also be non-scripted. And in the outro, I will explain what's gonna happen with this YouTube, what I'm gonna do with this YouTube, and explaining some stuff about my personal life, what's going on, and just the general future, what I'm doing, what I will do for the future, both for this channel and outside of it. So yeah, from now on, I'll be the rest of this video until the outro will be scripted, and I am just going to talk about a bunch of stuff related to Roblox. Some of it includes drama. I really don't like talking about drama, but I feel like in this situation, I just gotten quite annoyed. So yeah, I'm gonna be talking about drama here. That's probably one of the only instances I'll be talking about drama on this channel, because again, I just don't like talking about drama. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the intro. Um, Roll the scripted section. Okay, there's a lot I want to talk about when it comes to Roblox this year, but I'm just gonna talk about the stuff that I feel is relevant to talk about, as well as the stuff where I got something to say. I will not be talking about ongoing controversy or just anything that I just don't feel like needs to be said, especially this late into the year. So I won't be talking about the Doom by Fate situation that happened in April, because like, what more do I need to add? I was originally planning for a while to talk about the John Roblox racism situation, but I just decided not to because it's just extremely old drama that from January that it's just not worth bringing up. Pretty much anyone who still cares about that, or just TDS fans who just want to see the downfall of TDX, so like whatever, it's just not worth talking about. However, I will say real quick, there are some like the same TDS fans, not all of them, but certainly a loud vocal minority of TDS fans who were calling the former TDS dev Resitix and now TDX tester a pedophile with no proof besides. Trust me, bro. Trust me. It just makes perfect sense. And to all those people who did say that, go fuck yourself. But anyways, most of the stuff I do choose to talk about is resolved or just old news, but I still feel like it's just worth talking about and giving my words. I'll put timestamps on sections of this video for different topics I talk about, so that you can go to a specific one that interests you, or would just like to keep organized. So anyways, let's just do some talking. Okay, so ever since January, I've been wanting to make a response to one specific thing, which was that Coppa tweet I made. Well, what Coppa tweet, you might ask, and it's this one. To give background, one day I saw in the Tumor Discord someone forward a section from a Coppa article where it comes to AI face scans in children. I forgot what the Discord message itself said. I'll just put it on the screen now if I find it. But basically, it pushed a narrative that there was a light at the end of the tunnel for the stupid fucking AI face scan saying that this violates Coppa guidelines, which I interpreted as, okay, yeah, this makes sense. These AI companies could store face data from children, which is a big no-no and would violate Coppa policies. What I didn't see was further down the article is basically says that now these companies were basically forced to do these shitty fucking AI face scans, which, like, okay, shame on me, I guess. I thought Coppa actually did something good for once. But no, it's Coppa. Shame on me, yeah. So yeah, I saw that message, I forwarded it to my friend service, and kept that to the back of my mind. Then when I saw another stupid fucking pro AI Roblox tweet, I got really annoyed and then posted that quote tweet. Pretty much being like Kyle versus Carmen. It says right here that collecting face data off kids violates Coppa, and you will definitely get in trouble legally if you keep pushing this bullshit. So ha! I have a pretty small Twitter account, less than 100 followers, so I really did not expect this to blow up the way it did. I'm guessing the only reason it did is because people also got tired of AI slop. But yeah, over the course of a few days, people were saying like, "Oh no, this is fake." I saw that, and yeah, I just saw on Discord and posted here without knowing everything about the situation, because why should I care? Why do I have responsibilities? I'm a small account again. I didn't expect this to blow up. And then I just said, just wait for Green Lake Cats, aka Cal to see it and make a video explaining everything on it. And then Creek, is that a Gubby Craft, made a video on it, or dedicated a small section of the video to explaining it. So yeah, that's a surprise. I got a Creek Craft video. So he just reiterates what everyone else was saying in the Twitter replies, that yeah, this is wrong. Read further into the article. So, yeah, I guess I was wrong, but again, in my defense, I had a perfectly valid reasoning of posting it, and I think I handled it pretty maturely. I didn't argue with anyone. I just sat back and just wait for these guys to explain it in more detail. So, but if you still saw that tweet and are still disappointed in me all these months later, then I'm sorry. This probably won't make a dent in my career, as it was just a simple mistake. But yeah, again, I'm pretty sorry. I'm sorry for accidentally spreading misinformation accidentally. I never deleted the tweet because, like, what's the point in doing it? I got a community note, which I actually never got one prior to this, so that's kind of funny. But yeah, I think that's everything there. I'll talk more about the shitty Roblox practices later in another section of this video. So if you want to go to that timestamp, do so now. Otherwise, let's talk about some community-related stuff. Okay, next is about outcome memories, as well as more or less the entire ASIM community as a whole. At least on Twitter, anyways. Okay, so brief background about my personal history with this game is I believe I played it on November 30th of 2025, and that was just because it was the initial release date for version 2 of the game, until it got delayed further. But I really liked it. It was very different from other Roblox ASIMs, mainly because you got the whole different movement system where it just feels like it actually felt like more of a Sonic game, as opposed to all these other Roblox ASIM horror games where they feel almost the exact same as one another. The concept also was just really cool. You got all these regular Sonic characters as survivors versus this killer, or what this game calls an executioner or an EXE, where there are a bunch of different killers to choose from due to how popular Sonic.exe fan games are. It was just a much more natural kind of game to unite all these Sonic.exe fan characters, as opposed to that one Friday Night Funkin' mod. In playing the game itself, you can tell these devs are just big Sonic fans, not just of the regular franchise, but also of the mini EXE fan games. Like, it just feels like a big love letter to the genre as a whole. This isn't relevant to the main topic, but I'm just gonna say it here because I have nowhere else to mention it. But yeah, it's kind of funny. So when in 2025, I went to vacation on Thanksgiving, and I went into this hot tub. I was at a resort, and there were these kids who were just talking about outcome memories and how good it was. So it's just kind of funny. Now, of course, this isn't a review of the game, so let's talk about the discourse about it. It being an ASIM game, there are a lot of competitive people who really take their ASIM game seriously, and for this game in particular, because it's just so different, these competitive ASIM players play the game for like a few minutes and then go like, this game's shit. Like, of course, it's your opinion about the game, but from what I experienced from discourse online, there are people who either love the game, and if they do love it, they do acknowledge its flaws, but that doesn't really stop them from loving the game. Or there are people who just downright hate it and just call it the worst ASIM game ever. Like, there's just absolutely no in between when it comes to this. Okay, so back in January of this year, there was drama where some guy on the dev team made an exposed video on the creator of the character EXE, who also got outed during the Friday Night Funkin' days, but I guess in most instances, the allegations against them got disproven. I'm not too knowledgeable about this, but it ultimately led to a lot of distrust in the team and with the EXE creators, which led to a bunch of them being pulled. In late January, Sabi, the creator of the game, announced a new co-owner was being appointed and then also fired Romeo, the community manager for the game as well. So when he got fired, people got furious at Sabi and also the co-owner, which led to Sabi getting unfortunately doxxed. Like, what the fuck? I always just hate it when fans harass the creator of something that they like. Prior instance was with Battle Bricks. Like, all he did was just nerf units and then people just started harassing him for it. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Naturally, this led to the game being discontinued after being put into limbo with the whole dropping EXE situation. Which, honestly, good riddance. These fans don't deserve shit after doxing the creator. Now, I also made a tweet saying that they should just discontinue prior to the doxing due to just being a headache to manage and the passion obviously being gone. But never did I say dox the creator. After this, the game was temporarily managed by Romeo after he was rehired to add all the remaining stuff that they made for the game, which is honestly just a privilege to us, even if a lot of people said the newer stuff was even less balanced than the other stuff. Then I think it was in March, Romeo was planning to get a public survivor as like a special thank you from Sabi after they got on good terms again. But then petty fans on Twitter went, "Oh, why does he need this? He has such a massive ego." Then Romeo got exposed for acting kind of bad behind the scenes. I also forget what he did, but I don't remember it being anything like too bad or serious. And it was more or less something that he can grow from and avoid doing again. But you know what the Outcome Memories fans did? Did you know what you did? They doxed Romeo. Holy fuck. Stop doxing people you don't like. Doxing is a crime. You are doxing over a Sonic Roblox game. It's not that serious. Anyways, after that, this game has been pretty much dead, which, once again, these people don't deserve anything. And just serves as a reminder of how ugly Roblox players can get. Hey, this happened a few days ago, so it's not scripted or anything. But on Twitter, they're attacking Romeo again. They're just like saying like, "Hey, why did people idolize this guy? He did a whole bunch of nothing. He was just some guy. Why do we idolize him?" And then Romeo was just responding to like, "God, are we really doing this again?" I agree with Romeo. Why are you still doing this? Anyways, it's been long since this whole drama unfolded, so I think everyone involved is doing fine right now. I know Romeo moved on to Bite My Night as a lore writer, but apart from the tweet a few days ago, I haven't heard anything about him since the doxing, so I hope he recovers mentally and moves on from this community. And speaking of Bite by Night, I got a lot to say about that game. Unlike with Outcome Memories, or really just a bunch of ASIM games as a whole, I do not care about Bite by Night. It's literally just another ASIM game. But the gimmick is, it's FNAF. Doesn't do anything to stand out. The most it does is that the models and animations look good, and that's pretty much it. In two Bite by Night's crits, the models and animations do look pretty nice. But like, with Outcome Memories, it just felt so different because it actually feels like a 3D Sonic game. Meanwhile, this is literally just Dead by Daylight or Pillar Chase 2 again. And I gave this game a chance multiple times, but never once have I really clicked with this game. And I am a Nason guy. I like a whole bunch of them. I even plan on making one myself, but this just does nothing to stand out to me. But again, like with the Outcome Memory section, this is a reveal of the game. Let's talk about the drama. So all this is related to microtransactions. Well, what's wrong with microtransactions, you might ask? Well, for any FNAF fan game, it is well regarded that Scott Cawthon does not like any FNAF fan game making money or having anything paid in it, which is definitely something pretty reasonable. Bite by Night, however, doesn't give a shit about this rule, and they'll just add a VIP game pass and more multi-game passes because Forsaken did it. Well, what's wrong when they did it? What about that slap tower defense game, Five Nights Tower Defense, which I also fully expected Scott to take down, but I guess he never did for some reason. There were people also saying that, hey guys, what if this game joins the Fanverse, which, if you don't know, is a collection of games fully endorsed by Scott and are given the opportunity to make merch and just money in general. So when I heard this sentiment going around, I went, be for real. It's not like if they reached out to Scott, they would get accepted anyways, because minors work on this game, and to join the Fanverse, your game needs to be made entirely by adults. And then when new stuff came to light, it suddenly hit me. These guys are LARPers! They don't even know what Day Shift at Freddy's is. And it's like, what the fuck? You make this highly detailed FNAF fan game, and you don't even know about arguably the most famous FNAF fan game, not part of the fanverse? That does not make sense. And also in gameplay, we got the most famous FNAF locations ever as maps. We got Pizzeria, Warehouse, and Forest. No way, a forest is a reference to any of the games? No? I mean, what were you expecting by someone who makes Gubby Forsaken animations as the owner? And guess what? They had to rename their characters because they got in trouble with Scott. No way, dude. Who could have seen this coming? Now we have these famous animatronics you can play as, such as the Rotten, the Project, or the Doppelganger. Ooh. Okay, being serious now. You know what really pisses me off about this situation? Bite by Night's incompetence to follow Scott's wishes created a domino effect and affected other Roblox FNAF fan games. FNAF, the Pizzeria Roleplay Remastered, one of the best roleplay games on Roblox right now, and one of my personal favorite games that I hold deep in my heart, got struck down by some chud replying to King Carter on Twitter, affecting me snitching on the game for having game passes, which they made as late as 2018, back when this was just a simple roleplay game on Roblox, nothing more, nothing less. But now, because of the Bite by Night, I can't have my creation. So thank you, Bite by Night, and your game passes. As far as I've seen, only Pizzeria Roleplay Remastered got directly caught in the crossfire, but other Roblox FNAF fan games can very much get affected as well, as if this situation becomes more severe and Scott declares war on all Roblox FNAF fan games as a whole. Here's another unscripted recent situation that occurred. So also on Discord, basically made a statement saying that he does not like all the parody games based on Bite by Night, and because it's like confusion to the brand, which is really stupid to say because it's not your brand, it's Scott's brand. All the characters from your game are effectively stolen from Scott's. Why are you saying this? But with all that being said, if you still like Bite by Night, that's perfectly fine. I'm not gonna tell you to not enjoy the game, but man, I really just wish this whole situation was handled a lot better. Okay, final topic I want to talk about is just the never-ending hell that is 2026 Roblox in general. What do I even say that hasn't already been said? AI age check is bad and the data can get leaked or sold to other companies. The chat update is extremely destructive and ruins so many games that heavily rely on it. The game's age segregation is even more destructive and locks players out of playing their favorite games. The Vietnam Roblox games ban and screen time limits. Speaking of that, how much time do you really get? 1 hour? 1 hour? You can't play anything. Might as well just ban Roblox at that point. And all of this, they keep saying the same bullshit. We gotta make Roblox a safer place. You don't want more predators going after kids, don't you? Which all of these new rules do absolutely nothing to stop predators. They're still going after kids. There's still many news stories about this. But they admitted the real reason why Roblox keeps doing these terrible decisions is mainly because they are basically forced to do this to comply with government laws. Otherwise, Roblox gets banned across much more countries. But Roblox still keeps getting banned from these countries, so why are they doing this? Why have multiple governments decided that we need to make the internet into this AI dystopian nightmare when the real problem relies with better moderation and better parenting? We do not need AI bullshit on Roblox when we had a foolproof method of keeping condos out with that feature released in December. But no, all games are bad and not safe for kids. Project Overkill is a big bad. Ooh, scary. We must restrict it to 16 plus only. And what about that Vietnam thing? Why does Roblox force a screen time limit when that's the parent's job? Why is Roblox a parent now? This isn't a Roblox exclusive thing. Parents now just don't want to parent it and just give little kids a tablet or a computer or a phone with unlimited access. Why? Why can't we just buy kids video game consoles, since those are way more safe and secure than the entire internet? You know, that's what I did. I played Roblox as early as 9 years old. I had a limited screen time for my mom, and my computer was smack dab in the middle of the living room so she can monitor me at all times. She really did not like me playing games with guns or blood, so I never did. I had other stuff too, like an Xbox One and a Nintendo 3DS, and later a Switch. I did not have a phone until I was in 8th grade, and I am entirely grateful for that. Why can't we do something like that with parenting now? Maybe the consoles and games are expensive, that's a valid argument. You know what's the culprit? Fucking AI. Get rid of AI. Not the AI that detects cancer and breast tissue. You can stay. But all other cases of AI just need to be gone. It all just boils down to AI. Why do we need AI? It's like a curse from the devil. We need AI face scans, AI data centers, AI generation shit to help make everything more expensive and thus creating a domino effect on literally everything. Back to Roblox. Why do we need AI slop in everything? AI face scans we already went over. AI summaries, which change sentences into something completely different. AI backgrounds, AI avatars. Do you think I'm paying Roblox Plus for AI slop? And last but certainly not least, AI moderation. Not a lot of people talk about this, but moderation has been absolutely horrible when it comes to just completely taking down games with no appeal. This happened to Blood Obby, Poon by 14, Pursuit Core, all of which the original game is just dead. At the very least, Poon and Pursuit Core made new games and just transferred player data. But the thing is, these bans just don't tell you shit about what got the game taken down. So Blood Obby is just permanently dead because the devs thought, I guess Blood and Crypt are just a no-go for moderation now. And panicked and removed all instances of them across all of their games, mainly with Battle Bricks. How is no one making an outrage towards this? It's just so disappointing all around, this goddamn AI curse. I hope the bubble pops sometime soon, but if something doesn't change, I think Roblox will just finally meet their end soon. Kind of depressing way to end this final section, but it is what it is. And that's everything that I needed to talk about. So yeah, this is the outro. It's gonna be non-scripted, of course, like I said in the intro. So yeah, I had one last segment in between the Bye Bye Night segment and the AI segment, the Roblox AI segment. It was about not just Forsaken, but the entire ASUN community's response to Battle Bricks, just them being incredibly rude. But I decided to cut that because, well, for one, there's just a whole, it was made before a bunch of stuff came out. Like I was focusing, like there's a part where I presented like key after key, saying that Rob, the composer of Battle Bricks, wasn't good enough to compose for Forsaken, but then later the Treachstone theme came out and it was actually composed by Rob, so I guess they made up in the end. So I just don't want to like beat a dead horse. The whole situation is probably most likely resolved, and there's a section about that where I was discussing the Meat Kill video, where with Meat Kill, dude, everyone's just insulting Meat Kill. Like everyone in the Die Death community is just insulting Meat Kill. So there's just no point in insulting him as well. Yeah, and especially since Sharky Leo also made a video praising Battle Bricks Chapter 5 and saying like it's not that bad. So, and like Sharky Leo I actually respect a lot. I think he's pretty well respected and like one of the more popular Forsaken not just Forsaken but ASIN content creators. So yeah, I just didn't really feel like it was worth talking about. I'll probably put up the script if you want to read it. It's also kind of me being toxic. I don't know. Even if Mikko kind of deserves it because he was just being so. The reason why I was kind of angry is because he was just being so rude towards Bucket in the comment section. So I don't know. There's a lot of anger in this world. This is entirely unrelated to the video, but a few days ago it's kind of personal stuff. But a few days ago I had a falling out with a few friends of mine. They're not friends. I don't really like them, but it was like in a friend server. I had a falling out. I basically just abandoned that server. Not left, but just I'm just never talking there again. So yeah, I was like depressed when that happened, and I'm focusing on my own Discord server again. So if you want to join that, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a join. Maybe I'll make that my own community server sometime soon. Probably not. Actually, no, I'll probably just make a new one sometime soon. But yeah, other than that, let's talk about some personal stuff. So summer is almost over. I'll be going into the fall semester for college in like a couple weeks. So unlike the previous semesters for college, I am not doing any art stuff, so that means I'll have time to do art, post art on my Twitter, maybe do some animations. I'll make a video discussing the animations thing soon. But yeah, I just in general just don't need to do art. It's just like general ed stuff. So and I got to do that stuff in order for me to transfer to like another college. So yeah, that's gonna be fun, I suppose. But for this YouTube channel, after this I want to do like there's gonna be a few one-off videos. I'm not gonna talk about those. Like a bunch of smaller videos. But for like more bigger videos, I want to do is I want to make a video discussing my vacation to Florida, which is kind of interesting. It was pretty interesting. It was pretty stressful as well because there was literally no chill time. All the days is just going from one place to just going, waking up, go to this park for a full day, then go to sleep, and then waking up, go to this park for a full day, and then go to sleep. Sometimes I wake up like really, I get like almost no sleep. So yeah, I'll talk about that in another video coming sometime soon. And then for another video, I want to make a video discussing my everything that's going on in animation with the animation stuff for my college animation. I'll talk about virtual envy, aka Voxel Coppa. I uploaded on to my channel. And then I'll also talk about Chris Imp, which is another animation of mine. Both Virtual Envy and Chris Imp are just heavily unfinished. Technically, I didn't even start on Virtual Envy. I mean, I didn't have like any full scenes done. I didn't have like any scenes done, but because I was just kind of a nervous train wreck, and like I just didn't think I was good enough to make like a full animation. But with Chris Imp, I at least got a scene done. So yeah, I'll talk about more about that in a future video. For other future videos, I want to actually work on I want to actually start making videos for my lyrics channel. Yeah, so yeah, I'll make some videos for there finally. I'll do some like voice tests. I don't know if I'll either do it here or on that channel to like get some feedback. Yeah, I want to actually start working on that. What else? Yeah, and hopefully sometime soon I can work on my Roblox game. I alluded to this in the Byte by Night section, but yeah, I'm making an asymmetrical horror game. Horror in quotations. They're not horror games. They're not really scary, but yeah, I'm planning on making a game. Right now it's just concepts. I'll put them on screen. It's currently unnamed, but I think I got some cool concepts. It's basically like SCP. It's kind of like SCP, but as like an ASIM horror game. I feel like it'll be pretty cool. I got some pretty cool characters. I'm drawing some of them on Twitter. I'll put some of the art on here right now. I don't know when it'll come out. I was gonna learn Roblox Studio over the summer, but I just never got to it. So maybe it'll come out near the fall. I don't know. Maybe winter. I really don't know. But there's that. There's another game where I'm planning on making, which is like, well, I wanna try finishing up the Project Overkill testing game, the prototype. Anyways, I'll probably rename it to Prototype sometime soon. But I want to finish the Star Dream fight. Hopefully I can finally finish it, and then I want to reuse the same code that I used for the Project Overkill prototype, and make a new game called Bor Obby or something, where it's just like a simple obby using the Project Overkill movement system. It's gonna have it's like Blood Obby, but again with Project Overkill movement system. It's kind of a joke game, but I'll make that. I'm also planning on making that sometime soon. I don't know when. It's definitely not gonna be super. It's not gonna be super professional. It's more of a side game. The ASIM game that I'm planning on making is more of a mainline game, and for Project Overkill itself, that's on Limbo. Hopefully I plan on getting some stuff for it done starting early next year. Hopefully I can get like a demo, like an actual demo for it done for January next year, and then that year we'll be working countlessly on it. So I'm probably gonna reuse footage here. Here's a funny thing. So when I was recording footage back in June, I used Danny's World avatar. So if you know anything about what's Danny's World lately, uh, they're in hot water. They're in a lot of hot water right now. So I just decided I'm not. Whatever. I guess I'm not gonna use this footage because it's indirectly promoting Dan's World. So I'm just not gonna do that. I re-recorded footage with Poopy. Yeah, it's probably looping here now. I can show here's the videos anyways that I recorded it, but I guess it's probably never gonna see the light of day. Unfortunately, I kind of just wasted my time doing that. Whatever, man. And I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, I'm back. I'm back, guys. I'm back. I'll put all my socials, all my current socials in the description. You can go follow me on Twitter, at Rack2000 if you want to go see my art accounts where I'm posting I'm posting on comic soon, but right now just general art that I made, and then also some animation tests. I'm planning on making more soon, but yeah, you can check that out at POK Doodles, abbreviated as Project Overkill Doodles. So yeah, check that out. Both will be in the description if you don't want to like search the handle up yourself. You can go subscribe to Superzai. I'm gonna be posting videos soon. I'll put when I start doing that. I'll put making an announcement post for this channel, and then I will keep you guys regularly updated for anything else that I make for this channel and also in the announcement channel. So yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and welcome to 2025. It's good to be back. See you guys.